No matter how hard you try in life, you keep on losing. And the funny thing is, the reason that makes you keep losing is so simple that once you hear it, you'll actually be shocked. You'll be really shocked because it's something so minor. If you fix it right now, then there's nothing stopping you from success. Basically, it will change your life. Right now, you feel so frustrated because nothing is working out in your way. You have big dreams and they never seem to be working out, and you keep wondering why. It's like you are repellent to your dreams. It's like everything you try to do, it's like the opposite thing is actually happening. Then you start to think like you're cursed. You start asking yourself many questions. Why is it not working out for me? Why am I the only one losing? Everyone else out here is making it in life. You're the only one who has problems and you don't even have the solutions to them. It's not like you don't work hard. You actually work hard. You actually have, like, you follow all the protocols, you do all things right, but still you keep on failing. Why? You have this opportunity, you get this big opportunity that is meant to change your life, and then you decide to apply for it. You spend your days doing research, working hard, trying this and that, and then when the time comes for you to actually get it, you receive a message, you receive an email, and it says that, it starts with, "We regret to inform you that you've actually lost." So you start questioning things. You try another one, the same thing happens. Others don't even reach out. You try a certain relationship with a girl you like, and then it never works out for you. Nothing is ever working out for you. So you start to overthink. You start thinking maybe you are the problem. Maybe you should have done better. And actually, I'm going to spare you the agony and actually tell you that it's not actually a fault. It's just something that you have not been taught. Something that you never even realized it until now, of course. And I'm going to reveal it in a few years ago. I was in the worst phase of my life. I had like big dreams and I did not have enough capital to actually start it. So I was actually referred by a family member to a certain lady who was going to invest in me. So I actually made the plans. I took my experience. I took the records that will show that I could actually manage the money well, and things were so bright ahead. And then she actually came and I did a very solid interview. The family member who had actually referred me, he actually said that I did an amazing job. He has never seen someone who was so calm and so expressive throughout an interview. So I was looking really forward to it and I waited. She actually said that she would reach out. So I waited. Days turns to weeks, weeks turns to months. I started by asking her. The person who had referred me asked me to reach out to her and ask her the progress, because she had literally said, she had promised, she had said that she would actually invest. So I was supposed to follow up. You're supposed to be aggressive when you want to do business. So I just decided to reach out. She never replied. And time went by. Nothing happened. She told me she was busy, and then nothing ever happened at all. And I started questioning, why were things never working out in my way? Why was I the only one ever losing? I started thinking maybe I had done a mistake in the interview, yet I did really solid. But the thing that actually made me lose was something that was so obvious, and I did not pay attention to it. If you have been in a similar situation before, I feel you. And this video is one of those moments which is going to change your life. And the problem is basically abundance. You probably have a scarcity mindset, and that is what is ruining you in life. And I know. It seems so obvious, and you've heard of it a lot of times. But in this video, I'm going to make sense as to why it's the one ruining you. So, you basically go on with your life with a really scarce mindset. You think that things are constricted. There's not much money for everybody. There's not much wealth. There's not another good woman. You think that everything is just scarce, not realizing that the moment that you think about scarcity is the moment you actually attract that scarcity. So something practical I want to do with you. Think of it this way. When you start looking for something and you put your focus on a narrow place, maybe there's a narrow road. You see this small road like this one, and then the only thing that you're seeing is actually that road, and the other side they are actually barriers. So the only thing that you're seeing is actually in the middle. So you'll only get to see that the middle. You'll never get to see outside. And if you actually put your mind in a wider area, maybe there's an open space, you'll actually see even the horizon, everything. You'll actually see it very, very clearly. And this is the same with having a scarcity mindset and an abundance mindset. When you have a scarcity mindset, you'll always think things are few. Things are really few. And so you'll end up attracting those few things. Because you are seeing those things. How will you attract the many things when you're actually focused on the few things? If you focus on the many things, then what's stopping you from attracting the many things? And from childhood, you have been conditioned to live like this. You have been taught that money should not be spent. You should actually save it. You should actually just buy the minimal things that you need. You should actually just simp. There's only one person for you. And you end up being desperate. And the sad thing about it is, whenever you're desperate, people can sense it. And the moment you're desperate for something, then no one will actually trust you with that thing that they want to give you. If someone wants to give you his money and you end up seeming really desperate, you end up just begging, you force issues, will that person really give you the money? Will that person really trust you? No, he won't. And that is basically how you're living life. You're always begging for attention instead of just thinking that if this one comes and this one leaves, there will always be someone better. There will always be more money. There will always be more of everything. There's literally enough for everyone, more than you could literally want. But because you're so constricted to the scarceness, because you're so constricted to the things that you want to see, you're not focused on the many things that are out there. And that is the thing that is actually ruining you. I told you about my story. So I realized that the moment I started behaving as if she's going to be my only client, that is the moment I actually lost her. And it was really sad, because if I would have known that earlier, then I would not have made that mistake. People go where they see value. If someone sees that you attract everyone, you have multiple clients, you have like many things, many people attracted to you, then it's normal that they will actually get attracted to you, or they will actually want to buy from you. Go out there, look at the shops, the ones that people actually buy the most, the shops that are filled with people, they will always be the ones which are filled. Because people want, even if you're new to the area and you see a certain shop is actually filled with many people, you'll actually go there. It's actually normal. So the same, having an abundance mindset. I know money is like, I read a quote somewhere, and it basically says that money is feminine. And I agree with this. Whenever you simp for money, whenever you put too much effort or you're desperate, then you'll never see money. The people who work the hardest for money are basically the poorest. The people who do these hard jobs for money, they are basically the ones who do not have money. And not to sound disrespectful, they actually play a big role in our society. But when we are talking about money, whenever you become desperate, then you will always remain desperate. And the rich have known this for a long time. You'll never see a rich people complaining about money. He will always spend to save some time. The only thing that they care about is actually time. The time that you're wasting right now. Maybe you go and wait for a bus at the bus stop. By the time the bus comes, by the time you get in, you stop at bus stops, by the time you reach your destination, a lot of time has been wasted. And the rich know this, so they invest in a car earlier. Because time wasted means money has been wasted. The same with your loved ones. Whenever you seem too desperate for her, she will start to resent you. A desperate guy is a really unattractive guy. Think of it, when you have like a big mission and you're always following your goals, you are rarely seen, then she will actually come to like you more rather than the one who is always available, you see. So I'm talking about an abundance mindset. So always have an abundance mindset. Whenever you have an abundance mindset, you stop being desperate. And when you stop being desperate, then you attract more in life. The moment you start being abundant, I bet with my life, your life will actually change. You'll start achieving your goals so effortlessly. You'll start becoming like a goat, the greatest of all times. And you'll have an aura that no one can ignore, never again in your life. So, try and learn the art of being abundant. Become the greatest your bloodline has ever seen, and then pass it down.